What's up, Raider Nation? It's your boy Raider John coming at you with another video. So the Raiders fired head coach Antonio Pierce a few days ago. Honestly, guys, if I were to tell you that I thought he was going to stay, I'd be lying. I did not see any point where he was going to stick around after the performance we had this year. Plain and simple. I even said it on my last video. I just didn't see it happening. I like the guy. I like the passion that he drove into this fan base and to this team. I love the way he got guys ready to fight every single freaking game. As much as I like Antonio Pierce as a person, as a passionate motivator, as a man amongst men, as a person who is a leader, he is not a head coach. And I honestly think that he has potential to be a head coach, but just not now. He needs to start from scratch. He needs to build up from the bottom and get better at what he does. But he just did not have certain intangibles that are needed as a freaking head coach. And it wasn't getting better. There was no improvement. That was the biggest deal too. There was zero improvement on certain areas that he really needed to improve on. And things that he was actually good at last year digressed significantly. So I was like, okay, I don't see him coming back. And that's one thing. Now I just got the news that Tom Telesco has been fired. That one I didn't see coming. Tom Telesco looked like he was doing his fucking job. I don't know what he did wrong. The only thing I can think of why we would fire Tom Telesco is we're bringing in someone that wants full control. We're giving someone full power. Obviously, that's the only logical reason we would fire Tom Telesco, because he was doing a good job. We had 3 starters out of the last draft. He picked Brock fucking Bowers, who nobody saw us getting because we already had a tight end on the roster. He did his fucking job. Even in free agency, he picked up a few gems. I mean, you look at Chason, what the fuck? Like, this guy was doing his job, right? He was building a good team. And we let him go. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is like borderline dysfunction when it comes to us. But at the same time, if it's because we have an opportunity to get the best available coach this offseason, but we got to give him full control, I think Mark Davis is like, fuck it, let's do that then. Or Tom Brady knows who he wants to put in place. He wants to pick his own general manager or something. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I was kind of on this is kind of getting blown out of hand. He's only like 10% stake in the Raiders. It ain't that big of a deal. I honestly didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal to having Tom Brady here, guys. I really didn't. But here's the thing. If all the rumors I've heard about what he's going to be doing, making big decisions, having a big part in this, a big part in that, honestly, this definitely came from Brady. This definitely came from Brady. That's the only way I could think of it, because I didn't see us letting go with Tom Telesco, guys. He was not responsible for the freaking season this year. In my opinion, he did a damn good job. The only fuck up he had, was he brought in a horrible quarterback. And to be fair, the quarterback was bad, but that could also be attributed to the horrible decision by Antonio Pierce to hire Luke Getsy. I mean, look, dude, you could buy all the ingredients that you need to make a delicious meal. But if someone blends a fucking load of shit and pours it in there, it's going to taste like shit. I'm just saying. This is like kind of out of left field. I didn't see it coming. I honestly did not see it coming. Tom Telesco was honestly the bright spot I thought of this last previous offseason. And that just seems like kind of wow. I honestly don't know. Again, the only logical solution, the only logical reason I could think of why we're doing this is because someone we want to hire is demanding full power, wants full control, wants to be able to make all the decisions. And if it's, you know, Coaching wise, it could be the best coach that we could get. They want full control. If it's, something else, it could be Brady saying, I want my own GM in place. Who knows? We're definitely going to find out, though, man. This is just wild. I cannot believe we just fired both our coach and our GM, like literally between 3 to 4 days right after Black Monday. I don't get why we waited on this shit then. Like, I honestly don't get it. Team drives me nuts sometimes. I don't get like some of the decisions that we make up in the front office. It just doesn't make any fucking sense sometimes. Like, it doesn't. Did we like not know what we were gonna do and we just up and decided it? And then like, were we not talking about like contingency plans? Were we not prepping for this type of situation? If so, that's not good, man. We got to get our fucking head out of our ass on this one, man. Because it's kind of weird the fact that all of our freaking GMs, all of our coaches, all of our assistant coaches, all of everybody, they're so like on a whim when it comes to playing for this team, when it comes to coaching for this team, when it comes to managing for this team, when it comes to being a part of this team as an organization. You're not gonna be safe. How do you build a culture of winning when you already established a culture of not being patient, of not waiting, of not building? How do you get something to work when you keep taking it apart before you even get a chance to see if it's fixed? I honestly don't know what the fuck is up with Mark, man. Is it just me, or is Mark Davis literally trolling the media? Every single time they report that someone is safe on this freaking team, they get fired. I don't get it, bro. It seems like he's waiting for the media to say something just so he could contradict the shit out of them. Like, I don't know, man. I just can't, in my right mind, think that he didn't already know what he was going to do and he literally did it this way just to troll the media. Like, I honestly think that. Like, I don't know, man. It's wild, bro. It's wild. I just don't know what to think. I don't know what to say. This whole entire situation is just, it's a new one, man. Why didn't you just fire him when you did the head coach? That's it makes more sense to me. And at the end of the day, like, you took too long with the head coach in general. In my opinion, if you even have to question it, if you even have to wonder about it to the point where it's gonna take a few days, you already know your answer. I just don't know what's going on, guys. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna find out shortly why Mark Davis made this decision and where we're gonna go from here. Because I don't think you make this type of decision unless you already have a plan in place. And we took long enough to make a fucking plan. I mean, this many days after Black Monday, come the fuck on. So we'll see what happens. I'll see you then. Y'all know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Go Raiders.